Basically, let me start off by saying there was a problem that we found and we tried to solve it through THEMAR. The problem that we saw was basically that small and medium enterprises, and specifically small and micro enterprises, have limited access to liquidity. When they needed cash for the mismatches in their business, they went to family or friends. However, that was not always possible. And when they went to traditional channels, such as financial institutions, they got rejected due to the lack of financial reports requirements and collateral requirements. Our proposal to solving this problem is THEMAR. THEMAR is a platform that is focused on peer-to-peer purchase financing, which is a web-based platform that basically supports the SMEs in their purchases through the vendors by the liquidity provided by the investors. I believe Islamic finance is very important, and we have seen this after the last crashes around the world. It basically focuses on having the underlying asset value. It focuses on having the sharing of profit and loss. And I feel Islamic finance is yet to grow tremendously. Islamic fintech is as important. We haven't seen many fintech companies that are fully Islamicized. And I believe that this is just the beginning. We will see a lot of Islamic fintech companies in the coming years in the Islamic world and the rest of the world. Okay, what we do basically, our journey starts with the SME coming up and raising a purchase order. Once that is done, we get the investors to provide the liquidity and purchase the goods needed from the vendors. Simultaneously, we sell those products to the SME and make sure that the SME owes us the money, which is basically given back to the investor. This is done through a murabaha deal, in which the profit is basically shared between the platform and the investor. It solves a number of issues. It gives the SME the ability to pay the loan up to 12 months, and they can finance the purchases of up to 500,000 without actually paying in lump sum. They can pay it in installments of up to 12 months. For the vendor, it solves another problem. The vendors have a cash problem where SMEs delay their payments and we go ahead and we pay the vendor on the spot. So on both sides, there's a win-win situation. For the investor, it could be also seen that the returns are higher. My co-founder and I, we are entrepreneurs, mature, seasoned, and we realized that even being in business for 10 years, we were not able to get financing from traditional financial institutions for the lack of documents required and collateral needed. And I also realized that even as a student in the West, when I opened the bank account, I had an overdraft facility of up to a couple of $100. So I could have $100 in my account, but I could write a check of up to $100 plus, and my account would not close. But being an entrepreneur, even today, after 10 years, I cannot write a check on my account for a rial more than what I have in my account. And we realized that SMEs, specifically the small and micro enterprises, have it really tough. They struggle for the mismatches in cash flow that they have. And they have to go to friends and family to ask for that liquidity. In the past few months, what we have done is basically our company is registered. Our minimum viable product, our MVP, is ready. And currently we are testing the product with 3 different SMEs to make sure that the system, it works. THEMAR is certainly different. We are the only purchase finance company out there knowing the exact use of funds in advance, as we're the ones that purchase and then sell it to the SME. Another thing that is different is that we innovate by using a murabaha, whereas others are using tawarruq to give liquidity to the SMEs, whereas we actually buy the actual asset. In the last 3 to 6 months, not much has happened. However, We are waiting for the license. The regulation came out just yesterday, and we would be applying for the license soon. In the absence of the license, what we have done in the last 3 to 6 months is that we interviewed our customers, being SMEs, investors, and vendors, and made sure that this is the product that they are looking for and it will solve a genuine problem. Well, the opportunity is enormous. I mean, this is something that we all can benefit from across the world. It is not just an Islamic product, it is a humanitarian product. It is a problem-solving tool for any SME anywhere in the world. So we would hopefully be benefiting the Islamic world and the world at large. I believe that ISDB and SCIEF would certainly be helping us achieve our dream. Our dream and our mission is to ensure that small and micro enterprises have the same runway, have the same opportunities as others. They get a chance to succeed. And especially now that the world is going through this pandemic, this is the time where we need to support these companies, make sure they have a chance for success.